naman, no?
As you can see, standing outside, it's a little bit windy, so forgive me if it's a little bit noisy, but I figured, what can I show them today? What's more American than burgers, Oklahoma Sooner football, and Old Florida? Nothing, I don't think. Let me show you how I make these burgers. Let's go. Alright, so first things first, you're gonna need 1 red onion, 1 pepper, 2 eggs. I like to put 3 jalapenos. You could use 2 or 1. It's up to you how spicy you want it. It's really not gonna be that spicy, but it just gives it enough kick, I think. We got us some ground beef here. And I'm gonna cheat today, and I'm just gonna use some hamburger seasoning. It's got all the seasons that you need in it, so you won't have to add any extra other than a little bit of garlic powder to the mix. For mustard, you can use simple mustard, just regular basic, any old type of mustard. This is the type of mustard that I use. It gives a little bit of spicy kick as well to the burger. Then I'm gonna use just about this much of the Italian sausage, not a whole lot. I don't want it to kind of overpower the ground beef. And then we're gonna have, you gotta use real like thick bacon, good bacon. You don't want to use cheap bacon in this recipe. You want to use some nice size bacon. Pepper jack for the burgers. And for my buns, I like to use the Hawaiian sweet rolls. I don't think there's any other way you should eat a burger except on a Hawaiian sweet roll. And for the barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's. It's the only barbecue sauce we use. I'm telling you, this is some really, really good barbecue sauce. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to cooking. All right, guys, so I went ahead and put all the vegetables in here. Diced up the onions, the jalapenos. And make sure with the beef, you want to get 80-20 chuck. You don't want to get just regular ground beef. You want to get 80-20 chuck. I've got my Italian sausage in here. My bacon's, you know, it's not too small, but they're nice size, diced up. And if you want to see how I dice mine up, let me show you real quick. So for the jalapenos, I just cut it 2 times, just like that. You can cut it up smaller, but I want to be able to bite into the jalapenos, and my bacon is pretty much the same way. So next step, I'm gonna go ahead and add the garlic powder. Then I'm gonna add the hamburger seasoning. And you can add as much as you want. It's up to you on how much you want to add. And then we're going to go ahead and add some of our mustard. And then we're just going to give it a nice stir. And don't forget to add your 2 eggs so that all this stuff will bind together real nice. So the next step, you guys, we're just going to form our patties out of all of this. And I don't flatten mine or even play with mine too much. I want it to be a nice size. You can obviously do it however you want. This is about the size I like to go for. Alright guys, so we got the grill going here. Let me show you how I do mine. So I got my coals here, and inside this foil I got some mesquite wood. You soak your wood so it doesn't burn too quickly. If you put your wood on here and it's dry, it'll burn too quickly, and it can also almost burn your food. So what I like to do is I like to soak my wood first, then wrap it in foil and set it on top of the coals. Now that the flame's out, it's ready to start grilling. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and add these puppies to the grill. I always put the bigger burgers on top of the coals, simply because they're going to take a little bit longer to cook than the smaller hamburgers. So that's why I do that. And there's one more step before we get this bad boy cooking. I like to add just a little drizzle of barbecue sauce while it's smoking, and it adds a smoky flavor to the barbecue sauce. Alright guys, so we're gonna come out here and check and see how the burgers are doing. As you can see the smoke coming out from the mesquite wood, that's what we want to see. You don't want to check on your burgers too much because the more you lift up on your lid, the heat's gonna come out and it's gonna take your burgers longer to cook. So you only want to check on it a couple times at the most. Alright, so with the miracle of time, our burgers are almost done. Looking real good. You can see the fat from the bacon and from the beef coming out here, but there's so many different flavors. I mean, it's so good. I done dipped my finger in a couple times. I mean, they ready to eat right now, honestly, but a little bit more time and they should be ready to go. All right guys, so these babies are done and I'm just gonna go ahead and start pulling these off, placing them on the pan. I can't wait to try these. All right you guys, so in order to dress these burgers, I take my Hawaiian sweet roll, take me some butter, smooth it out on the bun just like so. Then I do the other side just the same. Real simple, right? So then we're gonna take our buns. We've got our butter side down on a skillet, and we're just gonna brown these real quick. Yeah, that's the consistency we want. Nice and crunchy. Oh yeah, just like that. The final step, take a little bit of our mayo, put it on one side. And obviously you don't have to put the mayonnaise on it, you can use whatever you like, but if you just try it the way I do it, I promise you, you won't be mad at me. Then on the other side of the bun, we're gonna add some of our Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Spread it out. And I'm gonna add my cheese like this. Now, most of the time, you guys, what I normally do is stick the cheese on the meat just like this. And I'd stick them in the oven. But I haven't eaten all day, so I'm starving, so I didn't really wanna wait on that. But that's just a little final step that I like to do till the cheese melts in the oven on 350. Takes about 5 minutes. And then you can serve it just like this. All right, so the final step is all we gotta do is dig in, but I just wanna cut into her real quick so you can see what she looks like on the inside. Look at that, baby. Look at that. I promise you guys, after this recipe, you're not gonna wanna eat a burger any other way. You won't even look at burgers the same after this one. Look at that bacon. Look at those peppers. Oh my God. Man, this burger's so good, it make you wanna slap your mama. Mama! But like I tell y'all in every video, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, join the family. Bringing some heat to y'all, I promise. Oh God. Another heater, bro.